KG5. Yeah, you going to show you how to set up and load telnet on a Windows 10 PC to send commands to an Elecraft K4 or K4D on your local area network. But first, Microsoft Windows 10 has a built-in telnet program, but it's not loaded by default, so you have to get that loaded up. And so we'll bring up a command window here, and the first thing you can see is that if I try to run telnet, Telnet, it's not found. So we've got to fix that, and I'm going to show you how to load it up. Bring up Control Panel. So we'll go find it here in the system. And in Control Panel, you want to look for a feature called Programs and Features. So click on that. It'll bring up another window. And over here on the left-hand side, there's a little shield that says Turn Windows Features on or off. We'll click on that and we'll bring up this window and it can be resized. Now you don't want to jack around in here too much, but you do want to jack around with Telnet Client. So you look through the list here and you come down here and you see Telnet Client right here, this Telnet Client. And you want to put a check mark there. And then you want to click OK in this window and it's going to load it up for a little bit. It goes pretty quick. We'll close that window out, and now we don't need any of these other windows anymore. But now if you go to Telnet and you type in Telnet, look, we got Telnet now. So now we're good. So now we can send commands via Telnet to the Elecraft radio. And why would we want to do this? Well, let me show you. So if you go to the Elecraft site and you pull up the manuals for the K4, there's a manual out there called Programmer's Reference Manual. There's this Rev D3 from 11/11/24. It's April 13th, 2025 right now when I'm making this video. But this is the Programmer's Reference Manual. And all through here lists all the commands that you can send the radio. We're going to use Telnet to send any of these commands or macros to the K4. So to do that, you'll want to telnet to your radio's IP address and on port 9200, 9200. So to do that, telnet, my IP address for my radio, 192.168.1.230, space 9200. That's the port you want to go to. So we'll go ahead and do that. And if it all goes well, you'll get a blank screen that looks like this. Now you're in command mode. You can send it commands. One command I know off the top of my head is IP semicolon. And notice when I sent IP semicolon, the semicolon is the delimiter. It's not the return key. So I didn't type return, I typed in IP semicolon. And if you wanted to look at what sound mode the radio was in, the EM command, EM semicolon, will report back on what mode, what sound mode the streamer's in on the radio. So this is pretty handy because, for example, if I wanted to change the band on my radio, we're in on 80 meters now, you can see there on the screen, I could send it the band command. So here's the example to do that would be BN dollar. And then if you read what it says, 00 is 160, 10 is 6 meters. So we'll set it BN dollar 10, and you got to delimiter, put the delimiter in there. And sure enough, you can see right away, as soon as I hit semicolon, I don't hit return, it changed the band. And so now what you can do is you can also gracefully close the connection, right? That's how you telnet, load up telnet in Windows 10, send commands to it on port 9200, and now you want to disconnect. So hold the control key down, and it's the right bracket, the brace, and you'll bring up the telnet command window, and you just type in close, and then you can type exit and exit out of quit, or we'll get you out of Microsoft Telnet. And so it's just that easy to telnet in from Windows 10 to send it any one of these commands or get information back from the radio. No third party, there's third party apps out there like Putty that will do telnet, but Microsoft has one built in. You just got to turn it on. 7.3 from KG5 EIU.